Hello people, welcome to the very first video of Psycho Spiritual Strings. And in this video, I will be talking about the topic this is very close to my heart, and that is vulnerability. Now, what is being vulnerable? Being vulnerable is when you show people that part of yours which you feel is not a very good thing to show, which is going to be like showing a weak part of yours. So that part of yours which generally we try to hide, generally we try to keep it safeguarded within ourselves, because we feel that okay, if somebody comes to know this, he or she might feel that okay, I am not a strong person, or I am not a good person, or I have this flaw, that which gives people a chance to judge you. And now let me just come straight to the point. We feel that vulnerability is a weaker thing in us. It's something that we should keep protected and hide it, and not letting it out is a strong part of yours. But it is completely opposite. Vulnerability is supposed to be the most strongest part of yours. Now, when it becomes strong and when it becomes weak is a challenge. तो अगर आपको पता है, if you know that okay, you are vulnerable here, and then you accept it. So with awareness, if you are going to accept your vulnerability, that becomes your strength. But if you reveal your vulnerability without you being aware of it, yes, then it can become a literal weakness. Let me give you an example. So for example, this girl, okay, she knows that she needs attention from her partner, and if she doesn't get attention, then she can literally go crazy. So she can literally start behaving a little insanely, like she'll start calling him insanely, she'll start messaging him insanely. Now she knows this part of hers. Okay, now how can this become a strength and a weakness? So say if she knows it, she'll first try to communicate this with her partner that okay, I have this trait, I have this weak point, that if you do not message me or keep me updated every day, if you do not message me, if you do not call me, I just might lose it. Like I get emotionally disturbed and unstable, and I might just start calling you like crazy, and I don't like it, but it just happens. I don't know. So can you please not push me to that edge? So here she is showing this vulnerability as a flaw, but she's accepting it with an awareness, which means that number one, she would not want to do this and harass the other person unnecessarily. But she's also giving a disclaimer, she's also making the other person prepared that this is one of the possibilities that can happen, and I don't want you or me to be bothered by that. So can we just make an arrangement to not go to that extent? Okay. Similarly, how can this become a flaw, or how can this really become a weakness? So she's not aware of it, like many girls who are not aware of it, like many women you see, they're not aware of it. So what, and they are giving a very different portrayal of an image wherein they feel they are very strong. So when these women start calling crazily and continuously to somebody, they might start feeling that okay, the partners might start feeling that okay, what is wrong with her? Why is she just calling like a crazy nut? What's wrong with her? So here what can happen is that person might start really thinking that this woman is trying to control him, this woman is trying to just know and keep a track about him. So he might have his own thought processes, because she's also not ready to accept that this is her flaw, this is her weak point, and this is something that happens to her when she gets emotionally unstable. So she would not accept it because she's in defensive mode, she's not doing this out of awareness, it's just happening. So here the other person might literally get offended, and the situation might really go wherein both the parties, they may have real bad time and a very turbulent phase in the relationship. So what I'm trying to say is vulnerability is a beautiful tool if it's managed well. And see, once you have told this to that person cannot come and use this against you, because you already have accepted that this is your flaw part. And to be honest with you, I think every relationship deserves to go through this testing phase, that if you cannot tolerate your partner's one or two flaws, then I think there is no point in being in a relationship. Then, because if you cannot have a picture perfect person, let's accept it. But now you are into a person who already is aware of the problems, that he or she is facing. So that person might, there is a fair chance that this person might work on the problem. That person might do something about the problem. But if the person was not aware and is showing a very different portrayal, so he or she is trying to act and fake all the time in behaving normal, and in behaving some in a way which you like, that person is building the frustration. Matlab, whenever it's going to come out, it's going to come out in leap and bounds. It's going to come out in a very heavier way, which is going to have a very, 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 very tough situation on the relationships. Tough phase of the relationship. So just imagine. So what I'm trying to here explain you all is that vulnerability is essentially a strength and not a weakness. I will come up with a video on this in Hindi immediately next day. That's tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Please share, subscribe, and let me know how did you find today's video. Thank you so much.